Argonite pirates, that's what I mean, Sonny.
Go on, Clancey.
Over the last 2 years, I have lost 5 floaters carrying Argonite ore back to home planet. They were hijacked, General, and they were brought into this system.
You reported this, you say?
Oh, I reported this, Sonny. About a dozen times I reported it, but it didn't do me any good, did it? So I said to myself, all righty, I just have to do something about this myself.
How much Argonite did you have on each floater?
I had a full load, 50,000 tons, unrefined ore.
What makes you so sure that your floaters were brought into this system?
Time, Sonny, time. This system is the closest to where they left the spaceway. And my old, floaters, they've got no propulsion units. They're unmanned. They don't move very fast, Sonny.
I know that.
Oh, he's a good lad. He's a bright lad, this boy. That's good thinking. Hey, is it all right if I blow my nose, or is that another offense? My old nose. I can't get used to all your fancy air conditioning.
Yes, well, that's a pity, Clancey, but I'm afraid you'll have to put up with it a bit longer. Now, how long have you been in the area of Beacon Alpha 4?
Beacon Alpha 4?
Yes.
Can I give you a charge, General?
Yes.
That's where we are. Well. You see, my charts don't pick up these newfangled beacons. I don't trust them.
Oh, just an astro pointer and a piece of string, huh?
That is right, Sonny. Hey, listen, I can't see Beacon Alpha 4 here either. That's what I'm telling you. They're unreliable. They're a waste of public money.
The Beacon Alpha 4 is not registering because it's not there anymore.
The Argonite pirates blew it up 3 hours ago.
Oh, did they so? Well, that'd be for salvage, I guess. Yeah, well, that would be it.
You don't seem very surprised, Clancey.
No, I'm not, General. This is clearing up a whole heap of things in my head. I can lose every floater I've got, and your fancy Space Corps won't do a thing about it. But the government loses one government beacon, and that's a different matter. Then you come running. That's what you're here now
Well, if
for.
there is any truth in your story, Clancey, and we do catch up with the pirates, you'll be entitled to put in a claim for compensation.
Well, if I waited for you to catch these critters, I'd catch my death of cold waiting forever. I should think this old crate of yours has about half the speed of a beta dot, right?
Our speed is classified information.
Oh, that may be, Sonny. But this marauding band of sharks, you know, they're using beta dots, one of the latest. You're in the wrong league, boys. Why don't you just go home where you came from?
How do you know what ship they have?
Because I crossed their thieving flight path a couple of times. And if my old Liz had any speed about her, I would have rammed them.
Can you see anything, Doctor?
I'm coming down. Look out.
Well, what's on the other side? Can you see?
Jamie, I'm afraid that there's nothing on the other side, just space. It appears that this machine we're on has been blown into about 8 separate pieces.
Are you sure?
Well, of course I'm sure. Get out and look for yourself if you don't believe me.
Well, then that must have been the explosion.
Doctor, does that mean the TARDIS is gone?
Yes, Jamie.
Well, that means we'll never get it back.
I don't understand. Why would anybody want to blow up a space machine?
Sabotage, perhaps.
But what about those men that tried to kill us?
Well, I think they were here to defend the machine. That would explain why they were so unfriendly towards us.
Well, what you're saying is that we've landed ourselves in the middle of some sort of war in space.
Now we're just floating aimlessly on a bit of debris.
No, Zoe. Not aimlessly. There appear to be rockets attached to each part of the machine. And they're all moving along together. But as you know, Jamie, when something explodes in space, all the pieces separate and go on separating indefinitely. But this machine has separated just so far, perhaps a mile. And now, as I say, they're all moving along together at the same speed.
Because of the rockets. Oh, I see. So whoever broke up the machine is sending all the pieces to the same place.
It looks like it, Zoe.
Oh, so we can't get back to the TARDIS then, if it's only a mile away.
A mile in space, Jamie, with no oxygen or means of propulsion.
Might just as well be 1,000 miles.
Oh, that's just fine then.
You got an idea, Doctor?
Just a minute. Now, what on earth is that?
Look here, Jim, if you finish with all your fool questions, I got work to do. I want to get back to my ship.
All right, Clancey, I'm sorry to have detained you.
Sir?
What, you mean I can go?
Of course.
Oh, great. That's very kind of you. I'll just say goodbye then, General. Goodbye.
The navigators are standing by for orders, sir.
Obviously, you think I've done the wrong thing.
It's not for me to say, General.
You think I let Clancey go too easily.
I would have put him through the mine probe, sir.
That did occur to me. He does seem to be mixed up with these Argonite pirates.
Too much.
You think he's in league with them?
It's possible, sir. You said he's no respecter of the law. That story about floaters and pirates could have just been a cover story.
I quite agree.
You agree, sir?
Oh, yes, Ian. Not only do I think that Milo Clancey is in league with the Argonite pirates, I think he is the mastermind behind the whole organization, which is precisely why I let him go.
What's he doing now?
I've no idea. Ask him.
Oh, what's the use? He's got his mysterious face on.
Well, I think he's just trying to keep our hopes up.
Hopes?
By looking busy. There's nothing anyone can do now. I'd say we've got a few hours at the outside.
What do you mean by a few hours?
Well, haven't you noticed, Jamie? Haven't you noticed how difficult it is to breathe properly now?
Bridge to Armory. This is Major Warren. I want a minnow ready for immediate launching. Fit contact warheads to the Martian missiles.
Navigator Penn.
Sir.
Keep contact with Major Warren in the minnow until he reports he's within visual range of Liz 79.
Very good, sir.
V-Master to XX1. Come in, Ian.
Okay, General. I'm following Clancy without his knowing.
Yes, but remember, he's no fool. If he suspects he's being followed, you'll be in trouble. Meanwhile, I'm going in to land on Tar. Relay reports to the nearest beacon.
Oh, Doctor, can we have some more oxygen?
No, I'm afraid not, sir. We've got to conserve it.
Oh, what's the use? We'll never get out of this.
Come here, both of you. Look. Look at these.
What are they?
They're solar-powered magnets. It's our force field.
Eh?
Well, don't you see? The explosive charges that blew this machine apart didn't damage its structure. They simply divided it along the lines of its electromagnetic fields.
How do you know?
Because there was no damage to the structure.
Oh, you mean the machine was built in separate sections and assembled in space by magnetism?
Yes, you see, Jamie, opposite poles attract and the same poles repel. You see, try it, there.
Oh, so the explosion was just strong enough to break the magnetic attraction between each section.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't do us any good, does it?
Yeah, but it just might, Jamie. Supposing I could step up the electromagnetic power enough to bridge the space between this section and the next.
Do you mean draw it towards us?
Yes, and then repeat the process with each section, and so on until we reach the TARDIS.
Hey, well, do you think you could do it?
Well, I've got a screwdriver. Oh. I've got a slight knowledge of electromagnetism.
Yes, there's just one thing, Doctor.
Jamie, would you move this cylinder out of the way?
How do you know that the next section to this one is an opposite pole?
Well, I don't say.
Well, then if it's similar, your idea won't work, will it? We'll just shoot off in the opposite direction.
Zoe, don't be such a pessimist.
$1,300, XX1 to V-Master. I have made visual contact with Liz 79. We're still orbiting in the same dimensional plane. Nothing further to report.
It must be very uncomfortable after a few hours in one of those minnows, General.
It is. Thank you. But then after a week, you'll get quite used to it.
I thought so. Liz 79 is Milo Clancey's ship.
Your records are very comprehensive.
Why is he being followed?
Well, I explained to you the purpose of his mission. I believe that Clancy has connection with the Argonite pirates.
Oh, that seems unlikely.
Oh, why?
He has Argonite mines on the planet Lobos.
Which I hear are pretty well worked out.
They used to say this planet was worked out. But I brought in new machinery, and today it's the most productive in the galaxy.
I must say, I'm surprised to find you, of all people, defending Clancy.
Why?
Well, because of the rumors connecting him with the death of your father, Domisigri.
Well, I tried to prove that at the time, but nobody knows what happened between them, so now I prefer to forget it.
But you took over the Argonite holdings from your father,